A configuration wizard on a Cisco business switch could be compared to having a tech-savvy friend who's always ready to lend a hand. It's a built-in tool that guides you through setting up your Cisco device, much like how a GPS guides you when you're driving to a new place. Most Cisco small business devices come with a launch wizard. It helps you set up the basics to get you started without the need for a lot of technical know-how. Just follow the prompts and you'll have your device up and running in no time. A VLAN configuration wizard, available on some switches, guides you through the process of setting up virtual local area networks, VLANs. In this episode of Cisco Tech Talk, I'll show you how to use the Getting Started and VLAN configuration wizards on your Cisco Catalyst 1200 or 1300 switch. Next. To perform the initial setup, click on the Launch wizard under the Getting Started wizard. On the Welcome screen, click Next. Specify the system location and contact. You have the option to specify the host name instead of using the default. For this example, I'll select User Defined and click Next. On the IP settings page, you can configure the static IP on the switch. By default, the IP interface source is DHCP. For this example, I'll go with the default setting as I have a DHCP server configured on my network. Once the settings are configured, click Next. On the user account page, you can either create a new user account or you can keep the current username and password. I'll keep it the same. To configure a new username and password, simply uncheck the Keep Current Username and Password option and specify the new credentials. To move along, click Next. In Time Settings, you can either use the clock source as manual settings or use the default NTP server. If you select Manual Settings, specify the date and time. In this example, I'll choose the default SNTP servers and then click Next. Here, you can view the summary of the configuration. Click Apply. On the Finish page, you'll see that the changes were applied successfully. Click the Finish button. Just like that, the initial configurations are done. Moving to the VLAN configuration wizard, click on the Launch Wizard button under VLAN configuration. Click Next to navigate to the subsequent screen. Here, you can select the trunk interface on the switch. By default, this model has all ports in access mode. I'll select ports 17 and 18 to be used as trunk interfaces. Click Next to continue. Create the new VLAN by entering the VLAN ID and VLAN name. I'll create a VLAN ID of 2 and the VLAN name as Data. Once you've created your VLAN, click Next to proceed. Under VLAN membership configuration, you can choose the trunk interfaces you would like to set as untagged members in this VLAN. In this example, VLAN 2 will be the untagged member on ports 17 and 18. When you click Next, you can select the access interfaces in the VLAN. I will select port 19 and 20. After you've selected your access interfaces, click Next to view the summary. The selected ports are showing beside the untagged trunk interfaces and access interfaces, respectively. Click Apply. The configuration will take effect, and you will see a notification on the screen. Click the Finish button to complete the VLAN configuration. Navigate to the Port VLAN membership menu under VLAN Management to verify the VLAN association that was just applied. I can see that my VLAN 2 is showing as an untagged member for trunk interfaces 17 and 18, and for access interfaces 19 and 20. Now that you've seen it, you can agree. Configuration wizards make the setup process painless and help get you the most out of your Cisco Catalyst 1200 or 1300 switch. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.